Lifesteal has been one of Boom's kind of preferred carries, something that Jackie's just looked and felt very comfortable on throughout this tour. So not surprised to see them pick it up, particularly when you see Tiny and even like Pengo, free built-in Rage, BKB. It's just going to feel so nice against all these heroes.
Are you liking the small resurgence in Lifestealer at the moment?
No, he's pretty boring.
Hey, at least you're honest.
Boring, but
at
no.
least you're honest. You could have lied to me. You could be like, yeah, definitely. This guy, the farm is insane.
Lifesteal was fun when we saw like mid SFs and stuff with it. Because it used to be you'd pick Lifesteal, but you need like a mid carry. I miss SF. That was a fun hero.
Yeah. I mean, Lifestealer is like, he doesn't even farm that fast. He just sits in his lane. Nobody can touch him. And that's it. That's the gameplay. I played a Lifestealer game myself today. It was nice and fun. You just sit there, farm. You don't farm that fast, but nobody can mess with you, so you just can't get harassed out of the lane in a game like this with the Rage. Like, if this is a mid coddle, they might consider moving this coddle to a different position. I'm not sure what they would pick here. I'm looking at Xiao Bonbon's heroes here. There's 4 that come to mind. Are any of them banned? Yeah, the Willow and the Phoenix are banned. Yep. So in my opinion, what he plays left is there's a Wyvern.
He plays the Shadow Shaman a bit too.
Yeah, but he really loves the Wyvern and the Grimstroke. They're like some of his most played heroes.
I am sad we're not going to see the Dark Willow. I'm not going to lie. It's been great every time. I think we've only seen it twice on RSG. Every time, it's looked great.
It does feel like they may want something now against the Lifestealer Rage. They don't really have much to pierce through BKB. Maybe they even consider Coddle not being a core, like when this Lifestealer pick comes out, but...
Yeah, RSG really loves their comfort picks, though, so I'm curious on if they're gonna go outside the box here.
10 seconds remaining.
But we'll have to see. I'm not sure, like, what he would find a good position, for to be this game.
Okay.
And as far as mids go, like, I don't know if there's anything mid I would really see that's super good this game, right? Because you could just rush Orchid if you want on the Coddle, and you have a way to kill a Lifestealer. But like, not many mid laners really enjoy playing versus like the Jug and Lifestealer. Like, they're pretty unpressurable heroes for the most part, unless they're willing to like play some Racer or something.
Maybe like you mentioned Lifestealer doesn't farm too fast, so maybe you just kind of ignore him potentially.
Yeah, they're banning out some carries, so they think RSG wants to pick a carry.
Can you read on the board behind?
I was like,
for a
second I thought his camera angle was like really bad.
Mistakes are bound to occur.
10 seconds remaining.
Even the top teams are
Make
getting
mistakes.
Fed in my ear.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it. We got bits of their goals.
Like,
We're leaking bits of their strategy. Oh, they're blocking it.
This is like a motivational board.
Faceless Void.
Alright, so it is going to be a Tiny 4, it looks like. They're going to bust it out, or Tiny's going to go mid.
I feel like Coddle's going to be support here, maybe.
In Tiny mid?
I mean, that's what I would like to see. Whether it's Tiny
I would too, just because like I think this Tiny Pango lane is just going to get Fatal Bonded in lane, and it's going to be not fun.
Coddle Pango, Coddle 4, Tiny mid, Abba 5 to secure your Void's lane.
No, we're going to see Faceless off lane again.
Yeah, not
I'm gonna
from
throw
this
a hat
team.
in the ring, a hat in the ring while Sheep's not here.
I think anytime your Void doesn't have any damage for Chrono, it's usually being played as a carry because he's gonna have to do his own damage. He's gonna need items. And boom, just casual. Last pick Mars. They were looking for an offlaner, so they get some more team fight.
Okay.
FBC Mars, it's good.
Yeah.
Normally we bring in 2 of the casters, but we're only bringing in 1 extra. That's gonna be Xyclopz. He is joining us. So this is a new little setup. Hey, it's so weird only having 1 person remote. But Xyclopz, do you want to give us a little bit of info on these drafts here? If you saw anything coming, which one you like a little bit more?
Oh yeah. Funny thing about this draft is actually these 2 teams met 2 times, and their previous encounter was 3 years ago in Southeast Asia close qualifiers.
Wow.
And the draft are pretty similar to the 3-year match. I mean, we have Abaddon, we have Faces Void and Ember Spirits. Like, it's just like a replay match, and I can't hardly wait to see this one. I mean, if you're asking me, which side, I would say history might repeat itself because back then it was Boom who won.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Well, with this new information, Fear, are you gonna
That's
go?
crazy,
Do you
yeah.
think history is gonna repeat itself here?
Looking at the drafts, yes, I think so.
Really? So you're going Boom for game 1 yourself, GoDz?
I think Boom. I like. It just seems very solid, stable. They do end up going with the Cuddle mid again, so I'm definitely Jawbone playing melee support. That's not his comfort.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right, well, you guys have sold me. We'll cast a curse. We're all going in on Boom, but for this game 1, it is going to be GoDz and Xyclopz.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a really big match and super important for both teams, especially for RSG when it's just one step away from the ticket to major, bro.
so close, yeah, and out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, well, out of Div 2. That's where they came from. But I don't think people thought they would come into Div 1 and suddenly be like, one of the top teams competing for the major. Maybe some people thought with Talon a little bit just because they have some more known names, but RSG, they're kind of like the SEA rejects. Like it's players, Zhao Yu was playing on TNC, Roger was playing on SMG. It's like players who were kicked from their old teams or left their old teams and just formed this new roster. And it's been amazing, the quick results they got.
It's been amazing. Now, let's see if they can withstand all the pressure of the match or not. As we see in the interview that they are looking to put a lot of pressures on Team Boom, or if they cannot make it, it's going to be themselves under pressure. First game is going to be very important for setting up the momentum. So, yeah, get a focus on this one.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this mid lane goes. Last time Yopaj played this Ember versus Cuddle mid, he did incredibly well. That was against Polaris though, but I think Xyclopz a bit more practiced and proficient when it comes to playing Cuddle. So I think it's going to be either a bit more even or maybe even Cuddle favored. Assuming I'm just curious. I actually don't. I'm not a mid laner, so I'm wondering how it's going to go.
Yeah, that's true. Playing the Keeper Light. Keeper of the Light is actually one of only few heroes that can play in mid. It's quite easy. You don't have to trying to contest the last hits and stuff. Just shoot, keep on shooting, and take down mid tier 1 tower as soon as possible.
Don't have to fight for the runes. It's a very interesting clash because one mid laner, Ember, super active, lots of playmaking potential. Cuddle just wants to farm.
Seems like we have the action right from the start.
Yep.
Okay, just a little bit. I talked about the match, the past encounter 3 years ago. On that match, RSG also used a Abaddon. I didn't even know that it's gonna repeat in such an important
like back to the
match.
future here.
I mean, yeah,
I think
Abaddon, right?
But back then, I'm guessing it was very different rosters playing for these two teams.
It's true.
But yeah, it's funny how we find ourselves back in the same place. But definitely, I think 10 players who will not maybe be aware of that match happening 3 years ago.
I think so. Yeah, only me it seems.
Yeah.
I remember that match was cast in a C close qualifiers for the TI, and Sayori was there too.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah, that's a really throwback. All right, man. So I just drag the creep wave away.
Yeah, this tiny. I mean, Tiny Pengo. Fear kind of said on the panel, like this is not a good lane. This is all the Tiny can do is pull these waves, and even in the he's getting harassed so much to do so.
Look at that, yeah.
And he can't even go for these last hits. Warlock Scam is like, this is my lane, bro. Gets a deny, but he's gonna get constantly harassed here.
Oh
Feels
man, all
rough
these
for him.
shadow word and the range. Gonna be hard, definitely.
No.
Look at that.
Ouch. But yeah, this is like the fourth lane now. With top lane, that's similar thing happening behind the top tower as well. Looks like, but yeah, they're just like inventing new creep waves and but no actual real fighting.
I'm kind of surprised to see the face as well in this game too. I mean, we have seen a lot of Void games in Division 1, and most of them end with tragedy. Oh my dear.
He must have
Until
just
the
had enough
very
damage.
end.
Yeah, the last tick of Shadow Word killed him. The right click didn't kill him, and then there was one tick left, which I think killed him.
Oh my god.
Oh, he got too greedy there. Arrow?
At the bottom lane, the iconic heroes of teams land the first arrow. That's going to be the first kill. Faces was still trying to harassing and force FBC away from the farming, but he also need to be careful. It's just time walk away, gain the HP back.
Yeah, not going for any points in the bash there, so just getting some harass before time walking away. But definitely, you know, Mars Mirano, this was a lane, you know, more so maybe a patch or two ago where Mars was like the go-to offlaner. But tons of kill threat between these heroes. And it's the kind of chain stun that Void doesn't like to play into because, you know, there's not a guarantee you're going to be able to get your time walk off.
Yeah. Yeah, again, but I think this might be a good Void game because the most of the Void game in this one in the past is always get countered by some kind of heroes like Oracle and all these, or even Rubik. So the winning conditions of the one who play Void is you have to jump in and lock down the key heroes inside, or it's just not gonna make anything happen.
Yeah, I think a big part of the reason they pick it is because they didn't feel like they had, Void bottom? Yeah, he's dead. He died.
Oh, no.
2 down fast. He just got chain stunned, I think, there. Couldn't get the time walk off. But yeah, the big reason they picked the Void is because they wanted more lockdown and control. Particularly with the Lifestealer, none of their heroes matched up well against Lifestealer, but also just having the Chronosphere for Ember as well can always represent some kind of kill threat on Ember and prevent him from playing too aggressive. Often these Embers get BKB and then they can just dive in and feel invincible, but Void kind of changes that a bit.
Dire's courier has been
Oh,
killed.
the courier has been slain. In the first 5 minutes, it seems to be the Boom's game here. They're doing such a great job in the top and bottom, or the side lane, especially on the bottom here. Tims is in control. Look at that. He's about to... Come on. One hit.
Gonna solo kill him. He's got another leap if he needs it, or an arrow. He's gonna keep chasing this.
Okay. But Roger with a stick charge. That's it. Oh, dear, my.
Oh, man. It's the Boom supports. They're just owning. Like,
yeah, what is...
Skem solo killed the Tiny. Now Mirana solo kills the Abba. Like, both Boom supports are just getting solo kills. Usually it's not supports who do that.
Yeah, and when we talked during the draft that how important the support is in this match from both sides, we got Bon and Tims actually one of the best around the scene now. Yep. And it looks like Tim's doing better in the first game. But, well, maybe too soon to say.
Look, can never underestimate the kill threat of a Warlock. You know, this hero, that's exactly what he's known for.
Structures are fortified.
Zoning away Pango. We've seen a lot of Warlock, and this is kind of a preview as to why Warlock has become so popular.
I play Warlock before times, man. You know, people saying, why are you playing this hero? But, yeah, prove them wrong. Warlock is here, bro.
This patch, yeah. I mean, the big lane being destroyed is that top lane. Pango, you can see on the net worth, with 1,500 net worth, getting absolutely nothing. Tiny already making some early rotations here, but he's going to be careful. Yopaj is level 6, and that's the arrow.
Oh, man. Yeah, searing chain and then connected up with an arrow. I don't think Bon gonna leave today. Slide of fist to finish him off. For an easy kill. 5-0.
Yopaj was just keeping the creep wave out of the tower range there, I feel like. He didn't want to go for the kill because then the creeps would have gone to the tower, so he's just like, okay, I'm just going to tank the creep wave and wait for Sleight of Fist to come up to secure this kill.
Alright, the rune is going to be super important in this game and deny the double damage rune, but Yopaj seems angry, man. Searing chain at a long range, arrow connected, and that's going to be another easy kill. Tim is all over.
Yep. Like, they picked this Abba. I mean, Abba just can't be everywhere, but in some ways he has to try and predict or follow the Mirana around the map. Right now it feels like Radiant don't have the best vision to track Mirana's movements. Often against roaming Mirana, you want to have those river wards. Like, basically scout when Mirana is moving from bottom to mid lane, so Xlearn can know. Or if he knows, then it's the Abba, it's Roger who needs to be there to protect him with the shield. And they make this play with the Siege Wagon, so this mid tower is taking some damage. Another arrow.
Oh, and hit another arrow. A very warm welcome after teleportation down. They're just gonna dive in for him. Are they? No. Excellent. Just drag the key wave away.
Yopaj was out of mana, so he could have maybe gone for some aggressive fire remnants to go for the kill, but didn't have the mana. Instead, plays it safe. He doesn't want to throw away his lead with a misplay.
Oh, this ward. That obstacle wards, man.
Sees everything.
Not even... Yes. And the RSG didn't even spot that. That is going to play a big part for sure, that ward.
Nope. Well, disaster for the laning stage. Boom is winning all 3 lanes and winning them all pretty convincingly.
Oh, the pinned
See it?
inside.
Arrow.
And then connected up with an arrow too. How did they kill that void just like that?
Yep.
You throw the spears in and then you shoot an arrow in. It used to be a void and then I took an arrow in the knee.
I mean, this is.
My goodness.
Oh god, they're getting another kill mid maybe. The Abbot's not here.
Definitely gonna dive into the slide of fits and kill with a shadow word.
Yep. I mean, this has been great from Tim's, but realistically, every arrow he has been set up by his teammates. So obviously coordinating perfectly well, and boom. It's fun to play Miranda when your teammates can set up these arrows because, you know, he's not even having to really aim them other than, you know, on a stunned or rooted hero. And Yopaj now getting a rune means he is ready to make rotations.
And also, it's always fun to play Ember Spirits when you got this kind of Mirana in a team. I really... Oh, wait, on top.
Oh, he's not level 6.
Fist. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, he's not gonna make it. I mean, I like the point that you raised during the talk just now, that you said that, hey, I mean, just teams just make all the mid laners shine. No matter what team he plays in, he was super supportive.
Yeah. He's... And it's, you know, it's not all... Like, there's a reason other mid laners don't all play like Tim's, because sometimes you do sacrifice your off lane, or you sacrifice... Like, some 4 positions like to stack more and give their carry a better game or play more of a farm game, but Tim's loves to kind of be that more aggressive, go for kills, make plays that way. He's fishing again down this bottom line. All right, honestly, to me, the biggest issue with what Radiant have done so far has just been vision. Like, I don't see any wards on the map scouting these... Like, they just never know where Mirana is, and Tim's is taking advantage of the lack of wards.
Avalanche on a toss, not gonna make any much damage, but... Oh my god. Oh, Searing Chains in, the most important series of Team RSG, off with a nightmare start around here. Throwing some flashbang, trying to just make himself the way. This is gonna be the first counter gang. Jumping in, MKS doing some body block, waiting for Child Bon to move in, and Avalanche. Tim sending in an arrow, but that's all he could do.
Yeah. Abba bought back. I mean, why not? You probably save your coddle there, so I don't blame him, but it doesn't feel good when you're buying back under 10 minutes in the game just to get your first kill on a Warlock of all heroes. So, yeah, things continue to look pretty poor for RSG with this early game. I mean, this is the Boom playstyle. It's so much about the pressure they can apply. They're still looking for Zhao. He's not level 6. It's 10 minutes as a core. Like, usually supports don't hit level 6 by minute 10, but as a core, he's got this urn, but like, you know, he's not even, you know, it's like a long, far-fetched dream of him even getting urn charges at this point, it feels like. Maybe his first ultimate's going to connect, but to get level 6, he may just have to take the tome even. This is just looking really rough.
Yeah, Avalanche, but it was dodged by the life stealer.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is so tension for Team RSG. The way that they play are not usually RSG in the past matches. I mean, they have high respect for both esports. They say that this is actually the strongest team in the region, but they also have to be themselves. When you are playing against such a strong team and they're gonna dive in. Here we go with the Fatal Bond. Team is ready. Get into the tree line, drop the golem for the first time. Now it seems like team was chased down by the Pangolier, but not gonna get anything. Strike it back in Arena of Blood, and when all drop quite low, this could be a disaster for Team RSG and make things end earlier. Oh my.
Just gonna go for... I mean, they're so out-farmed, so out-leveled. Abaddon, I think... What level is Abaddon? Because I feel like he's like level 4 or something. I mean, he's level 5, but even so, like, he just can't heal and save everyone. Like, a perfect arena on multiple heroes. There's just too much coming out there, and that was with a Penga rotation. Like, he was trying to... I guess... I don't know. It looked like the plan was to try and chain stun the Ember there. That just seemed like a very impossible ask. There was nothing for him to really bounce off of to go in the Ember there, so just... really tricky fight for them, and that was essentially like a 5 versus 4 while Jackie's free farming up top on the life stealer, so definitely doesn't feel good as Boom, you know, they're just crushing it.
Yeah, that's true. And in my opinion, that wasn't a good fight for Boom as well. I mean, the key player arriving late and all those stuff, but the gap between two teams is just too big.
Yeah,
and they got away with that.
Yeah. Ember's just behind like enemy tier 1 mid by himself. They got the tier 1 mid tower too. The reason they were there is because they had that siege wagon, so they could, you know, take these early towers. And well, it is kind of desperation time now for RSG. I think you've got to be thinking like, using Chronosphere more actively, but can't do that if Void gets caught.
Oh, get everything. Man, the Spears of Mars, an arrow, separate arrow, Searing Chain, easy kill with the bomb lane. Top lane is still a boring lane for the Life Stealer. He's still on the farm, but that's all he do best, and he's gonna reward you very good in the late game.
Well, it's Rolling Thunder on cooldown now, so just a minute and a bit, but even so, it just feels like, you know, you're not going to farm your way back in this game. You want to make plays, but you can't do that without these spells and kill after kill. Are they going to get this one? Maybe not.
I think, the spears. He never missed the spears before, as well as the arrow. Yopa still looking to dive. He still has his flame guard on, and here we go with the Chronosphere popped up, but who's stuck inside?
No damage.
There's just not enough damage to kill anyone inside. Turn on Arena of Blood Insane, shoot Illuminate Insane. Yopa, a Fatal Bond. Looks like Yopa has to flee this time around. A Sleight of Fist dodge and deal the damage at the same time. Yopa ended by excellent.
Level 4 arrow?
Yeah. Here we go, and then next can be Tim. This is a good trade for Team RSG in the end.
Yeah, this time it felt like they well and truly brought numbers. Like, that was a true 5v4 where they had everyone there. They had the Chronosphere up. They didn't have Rolling Thunder, but, like, Abaddon just, you know, kept everyone alive long enough. The constant sustain from shields and heals being thrown around. And, you know, Coddle comes in and kept hitting these Illuminates. So they finally found the damage with the help of these Illuminates. But that was that's their big spell. Now they're on cooldown, and now MKS is in trouble.
Searing Chain, that's an easy kill over there. Right in the home base.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, this is not looking good at all if you can't farm either Radiant and Seed. That's gonna lack a lot of the value. And also jumping in and easy slide of fist. Finish the path yet.
I mean, this is just a showcase of why these early game, these lanes matter so much, because, you know, if, like, Abba's not level 6. Like, there, sure, it doesn't really matter whether he dies or gets salted. But, like, that big team fight, if he has level 6, it can just look very different because you can't get these, you know, easy kills on Abba. You know, missing an item or two, like this Pango not having any key items. Tiny just miles away from a blink.
The funny thing is, 3 years ago, Yopa was, like, playing the Ember Spirit, too.
Flames will spread thrice.
My goodness. Oh no, I don't think it was your part back then.
Yeah. The old boom, yeah, no, that was
the boom, yeah.
Probably the old Indonesian squad.
In that game. This one is, I mean, oh wow.
Yeah.
It's just perfect performance for Boom in the first 15 minutes of the game. I can't wait to see how RSG is going to fix this.
Yeah, they're gonna need to light a fire and try and figure out something inside themselves to turn this one around, because they're getting truly stomped here. I've got the Mask of Madness on Void, so you could use this a bit to farm, but I think whenever Chrono's up, I'd just like to see them maybe going for some plays, or at least fighting as 5. Like, if Boom come and play aggressive against you, bring all 5 heroes and fight.
Okay, Arena blocked, and all those Spears of Mars pinned him down. And the Chao Yu born. Talking about Chao Yu, it seems like he was respected highly by the Boom players, that they say, hey, gotta keep an eye where Chao Yu is, and also make his life hard. And another fight happening down the river in the middle lane. Pop the nuts.
Top tower is under attack.
It was the Zhao Yu Marcy that absolutely destroyed Enigma Galaxy last series. Something I don't know if we'll get to see Zhao Yu get his hands on this series, but man, Boom have shown up in a big way. It's like hard to, I mean, they're just stomping wherever they go. They're finding kills. They're playing aggressive. When they, you know, when they lost the fight, it's because it's, you know, it was 4v5 with Chrono use, and we haven't even seen Jackie. He's, okay, I'm about to say, has he even been in any kills? He's 2-0. 2 of 21 kills Jackie has been involved in, and most of those are probably just like the laning stage. So.
Man, look at his items. One, he has the Desolator. He got hit like, oh, man, like you're getting massage or something. It's very, very hard. He's gonna hit very hard.
Here comes RSG. Chronosphere's up, but they're not smoking with the Void. The other 4 heroes aren't looking around to see what they can find, but it does feel like Boom have a read on this. They're grouped up around the mid lane, staying as far away as possible. And even if you find someone, it's just hard to get that jump. They don't have that, like Tiny without Blink. Like, you smoke and you run into someone, how do you get that guaranteed catch? And like, there's no easy answer for that.
Yes, and I think another key hero that you need to lock down inside of Chronosphere is the a Warlock too, or he can just stay outside, cast all the OE spells, make it run
Here they
slow,
go.
and that's not gonna be good. Here we go. They start with a Pangolier ultimate, and sending in some. Oh, this time around the kill is fast. FBC die because of the Illuminate. Here we go, the Chronosphere. They lock down the key heroes inside. If they can take down the Ember Spirits first, but no, not gonna be enough damage. He fire Remnants away and take turn. Jack Boy moving in. This is actually the first time he joined the team fight. Let's see how strong he is. Nope. Fight still hanging around. Chao Bon Bon was low behind. Ember Spirit fire Remnants in, lockdown in Searing Chains. 2 guys. MK is dropping quite low. And it looks like a Life Stealer is still there, looking pretty healthy. At the end, he's slain everyone in front of him.
Slide. Oh, just out of range. That would have killed the Abba, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a dieback from Tiny. He bowled back because they're just fighting under this tower. Ember's just constantly slide spamming, and the beauty of like the lifesteal here is when they buy back, and he's he's slightly overcommitted, but he's a lifestealer, so he's got rage, he's got the lifesteal sustain, he's got an armlet plus Sanj, so they just don't have the damage to kill him in that position with the buybacks. And now focusing on this tier 2 tower bottom, it's looking rough.
Somewhere
found him
behind. Man, it's just like and he knows everything. Your part performance of the Ember Spirit, this one, it's just untouchable.
Doing everything he needs to do. There's a reason they just straight up first picked this Ember. They didn't really care about all they saw was a Coddle, and they're like, yeah, okay, pick whatever you want. We banned the puck. The Excellent, his godly puck wasn't gonna give him that hero, at least not in game 1, and Boom are just going from one to the next. They're looking for the next kill. Okay, Voidal Time Walk dodges the spear.
I mean, the good thing about the Ember Spirit, in my opinion, is it could suit into any kind of plan, and also he's self-sustainable, and one of the fastest scaling heroes in the game because of all the remnants for back home regen and all that. High mobility. And also the damage is also reliable in the late game.
Yeah, it's not a hero with any kind of glaring weaknesses. And when you put someone like Yopaj on it, you can see why it can be valued as a first pick.
You remember when Ember Spirits released early? Where everyone was trying to go for the Divine Rapier.
Divine Rapier and Battle Fury.
Yeah, Divine. Yeah, right.
The very first game or two with the hero would go like 60 minutes. I remember like Eternal Envy and Havos were playing it like carry Ember with double, triple Battle Fury.
Look at that, the Ember Spirit diving in, and inside the bait they go. Oh my goodness, and they keep seeking kills. MVC was a little bit too much inside, being hit by the flashbang that forcing him to just turn on a reel of blood. He'll be fine. His friend is behind him.
Scam's got him.
A golem. Oh no, that's not a good place to land Chao Bon Bon. Man, this could be the first set of racks, to be honest. 20 minutes in.
MPC's all healed up. He was in a little deep, but it's like he gets gone on and then Skems bails him out with these rocks.
Oh, now the spears, man. He got stuck there for a while. Crucified.
No damage.
Here we go. Chronosphere. Can they kill somebody down? Yes, they can kill that team. But what about the rest? A Fire Remnant 10 for the Ember Spirit, slashing people in front of the fountain.
Yeah, this is like Boomer just foot on the gas, not stopping, go, constantly fight. Oh my god, Zhao Yu just walks into a root and just gets melted.
What's going on to RSG today?
Honestly, it's to me more like Boom just showing up and playing some of the most like ruthless style of Dota that you can imagine. And RSG's draft-wise, their picks like very kind of passive lanes, weak lanes as well. Like what Tims and Skem were doing in these lanes, killing these supports, like they're playing against Tiny and Abba supports. As ranged heroes, it's great. They just harass them constantly. Like Warlock and Mirana love playing against these melee supports. They just ate them alive.
Yes. Oh. Tower after tower. They didn't even mind skipping a Roshan.
Yeah.
But he
what's Roshan?
Yeah.
No. Kills are more fun.
Oh, Searing Chain right in the bush.
Death number 10. Zhao Bon Bon is not feeling himself this game. It's not been a fun one. And they had this early gem, something I hadn't commented too much on, but Boom, I mentioned how good the vision was for Boom early and how lacking it was for RSG. Like, they needed vision against the roaming Mirana. Now it's like they're stuck in their base. They want to get out to farm, but you can't get vision because this early gem just gives Boom complete map control, prevents RSG from really making any plays on the map because it's always just going to be completely dark. And Boom taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, the early gem. Been a
Going for a
while
kill
since
up
I see
top.
someone purchase the gem. Taking the Roshan on top. They're also seeking the target.
Now the arrow.
Oh man, always. It's countless number of arrow connected this map. At first I tried to count. I have some spare time. I want to count the number of arrows that hit. But
You need
then
Dota
I
1. You
stopped
can
counting.
type like the dash, whatever. Like I knew Pudge had the hook accuracy. I think Mirana had arrow accuracy too in Dota 1.
There is that feature? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're just gonna kill. I think the
That's
one.
mind blown, bro. I didn't even know. Okay.
It's for the better maybe. Some of us. Sometimes you type it and you're like, me, I'm playing Pudge, and suddenly I do hook accuracy. It's like 10%. I'm like, okay, let's stop typing that one.
All right. It seems to be a second set of racks here. I see. Yeah, they do want to defend, but I think the item gap, the level gap, all the gap are just too big for them. That.
Spoiler alert.
Outrageous.
This game is probably over.
Radiant's middle
Sorry. I don't have much.
so.
Look, I mean, there's stuff to say about what went so well for Boom, but
Don't even have to alert. Oh my god. I hope they can bounce back, man. To be honest, in the second game, RSG is not a usual RSG. They play more aggressive, but I feel like they just I don't know. I have a feeling that they always have a second thought when they want to do anything in this game.
yeah, I mean, it's hard when things just unravel from the start. Like, you can't play aggressive when you lose your lanes. Like, Void saying he needs to catch. Like, Pangolier, like, you're aggressive here. Like, out of your cores, Coddle and Void want to farm for the most part. Pangolier is your aggressive hero, but they gave Pango the worst lane of all their cores. Not that mid or bottom went well, but as far as the lanes, top lane was the worst for RSG. They had a tiny Pango. And that just meant they had no playmaker.
Oh, okay. They made Jackie Boys quite low, but can they finish him? Let's take a look. Oh, here we go with the Chrono
Spear to the Chrono.
The Spear just saved him, and he turned the BKB for the Ember Spirit. It's time to slain. Fireman, I am a fireman. Right inside the base, in front of the tier 4 towers, didn't even care. And now, that's a lot of the damage. A Reno blood comes out, lock everyone down, and all the damage dealers slowly moving in to finish their job. And it's the GG called Boom Esports 1, RSG 0.
Wow, that's kind of like the statement game. You show up, first game of the day, like in terms of the, we have got 2 best of 3s today, and Boom, a team known for often losing game 1 in a lot of these series, just come out and stomp the hell out of RSG. Like, I think, honestly, I think they were a lot more motivated knowing how well RSG have been doing, and just not even close, Xyclopz.
True. Actually, the previous match that they lost against Team Fnatic it's pretty much the same in the second game like this. I mean, they did great in the first game. They take the lead, but then they just seem stopped, powerless.
Yep.
So hopefully they can bounce back from such a bad game 1. I'm pretty sure after team talk things will be better for them. Okay. So for now, guys, let's go back to the break, and we will be right up for game number 2.